So, Stephen, we are so pleased to have you with us here today.
Uh-huh.
We're so glad that you joined Nolan and I on this semi-sunny day. It can't make up its mind what it wants to do.
Yeah, I know.
And so we're just grateful that you could spend some time with us today. So, Stephen, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you first got connected with A Touch of Understanding?
I got connected with A Touch of Understanding through the Roseville Volunteer Center. I knew a couple other people, and to back up, I did a couple other volunteer opportunities, and they didn't seem to work out.
Okay.
So then they were like, A Touch of Understanding is always needing volunteers.
Uh-huh.
So and then they gave me Leslie's number, so I called Les, and she was like, "Yeah, we're always looking for volunteers," and she said, come to a workshop, and see what you think. And so I went to a workshop and sat through the activities, and then I sat through the speakers, and then when I was sitting in through the speakers, I thought, oh my gosh, I have to get involved because, I can tell my story to the kids.
Uh-huh.
So that's how I got involved.
Oh, that's great. And can you tell us a little bit about your story?
Yes. I tell the kids I was born with cerebral palsy.
Okay.
I tell them that, I was 3 months early. I was a twin.
Okay.
So, and then I just kind of tell them about what life is like. What my daily life is like and how I get around.
Uh-huh.
And things like that.
And so the children probably asked you all kinds of great questions.
Yeah, well, it's neat for me because I work at United Artists Theater, so when I go into a classroom, everybody's like, oh my gosh, we know you. You work at the movies. So then before I started ATOU, before I started A Touch of Understanding, kids would come in, because I generally work the door.
Okay.
Kids would come in and they would just stare,
Oh.
and not say anything. But after I started A Touch of Understanding, people would pretty much run up to my desk and be like, hey, you came to my school. And so, they'll even tell their parents, hey, look out for Stephen. Yeah.
Well, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So, and you're still working at the movie theaters?
Yes, I'm still there.
Oh, wow. How long have you been doing that?
I've been with the company for 17 years.
Wow.
Awesome.
That's awesome. You
Yeah.
enjoy it.
I enjoy it, yeah.
You get to see some movies?
No, but I usually don't go very often.
Oh. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Well, now in the capacity as a volunteer, as a speaker, what do you see as, because if you're, going to suggest that other people might consider, volunteering,
Mm-hmm.
because we're always looking for volunteers, whether it's volunteer speakers or volunteers to help in the workshop, what would you say to somebody to encourage them to check out A Touch of Understanding?
I would just say come out to a school, when they present, and come look at the program and see what, go from there.
Okay.
Or call, or they can call the office at 916-791-4146.
Oh, great.
And get more information.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. That's a great idea. Right.
So you've been around with the group for quite some time now. Do you have a favorite story or a favorite or most memorable moment?
And then I would say another memorable moment was after we had done a presentation, there were about 3 kids that came up to me and gave me a hug just to say thank you. I remember going back to the office, the school office, and I literally started crying.
Oh, wow.
Because, it touched me. As a volunteer, there have been times I've been touched.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There have been times it's been, it makes an impact on the volunteers as well.
Yes. Sometimes you get more than you give.
Yeah.
When you're doing things like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a story that Leslie still tells today on a pretty regular basis whenever we talk about you. And that's the time where you guys went to a workshop, and afterwards you guys stopped by like a farmer's market or something like that, and you had to park really, really far away.
Uh-huh.
And so you guys walked around, did some shopping, bought few things, and she said, well, why don't you wait here, and then I'll go get the trailer and come back and pick you up. And so she starts looking through her. She tells me she starts looking through her purse and looking for a pen. And she goes, "Do you guys have a pen and paper?" You guys say, "Why?" "I don't know why." She goes, "Well, I was gonna write free to good home and give it to." She still tells that story.
Obviously, did anybody pick you up or make any offers?
No.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
I remember that one too.
Yeah. Well, Nolan, do you have a joke for Steven?
I sure do. Which vegetable is the best listener?
Uh-oh.
Which vegetable is the best listener?
Do do do.
I don't know.
Do.
Corn, because it's all ears.